Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks bringing you the Daily Apple Report for Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022. We're doing the Daily Apple Report all the way through the month of November. This actually accompanies the Daily Tesla Report, which we're continuing through November as well, and we started that a couple of months ago. Please click like and subscribe each and every time you watch the Daily Apple Report or the Daily Tesla Report. We appreciate it. It helps us get found on YouTube. It helps the algorithms. The more likes we get relative to views. Please subscribe, if you would, to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. It'll prize you of notification each and every time new content has been uploaded, at least 2 videos a day, sometimes more. And please share the video, if you would, with friends and colleagues. Let's take a look where to begin. I'm going to start with this chart here, just kind of the big picture. We've got a descending 2/3 speed line at 157.32 today. That's dropping daily. This is our resistance really through November, can contain buying through November, and below which we can continue south, even below the 144.21 rising 2/3 speed line. We could break this level over the next week or two. As I've been saying, we could fill this area in though. 144.21 is respectable support, and if tested over the next few days, can contain selling into next week. We could fill this wedge out all the way into next week, but closing below 144.21 would tip the market south more aggressively as we continue into later November. I'll get to that in a moment. Inversely, closing above 157.32 would indicate bullish continuation over the next 3 to 5 weeks or less up to the 179.66 rising channel top that can contain buying on a monthly basis, possibly into the first quarter of next year. We could fall off from here nicely, and if we were to close above 179.66 or this formation in the coming weeks, that would signal aggressive gains as we move into the first quarter of 23. But right now, 157.32 is our ceiling for the week and the month of November, and below which this market should test 144.21 over the next 3 to 5 days, and even lower perhaps as we move into later November. Let's take a look at that lower perhaps, this 144.21 speed line. I don't know if it's in reach today. We'd have to break 149.19, which I'll show in a moment. But I'm sort of painting kind of the bigger picture here and then working my way in. If we were to close below the 144.21 rising 2/3 speed line, then I have a 2 to 3 to 5 week sell signal down to 124.83, which is considered long-term support, able to contain selling through the rest of the year and possibly through Q1. And it also lines up nicely, 124.83. On the weekly chart, you can see it best. Where are you? Right here. This is a weekly Apple chart with a rising 2/3 speed line projected off of this March 2020 COVID low. This area all comes together in the first quarter of 23, 124.80 to 116.54. This is the zone of support that could contain selling through 2023, and from there we can turn higher. But I don't expect it yet unless we close below 144.21, which is once again this rising 2/3 speed line on the daily chart, rising every day. So we watch this stuff every day and we give these numbers to you every day. This document is, by the way, downloadable for free on wickedstocks.com. I believe the link is included just below the YouTube video. And so you can click on any of these charts and it'll open up to the respective area. Let's take a look at the day itself. 149.19 is a sharply rising channel bottom that is based on all the activity following the October low. It can contain session weakness, and from here we can rally up to 157.32 over the next day or two. I just have minor tradable levels here, 152.34 and 155.74, well suited for aggressive day traders. But I wouldn't get hung up there aggressively if the trade of the day, in my opinion, is 149.19. You can pivot off that. If we open above it, could contain session weakness, and there is the possibility that by the closing bell, we may reach 157.32. But breaking or opening today below 149.19, I think that 144.21 speed line is in reach today, where once again we can place a weekly low and from there rally back to the 2/3 speed line within 3 to 5 days or less and continue filling this wedge out. Closing below 144.21, once again, bearish continuation through the rest of November, the next 3 to 5 weeks, then anticipating this 116.54 to 124.80 long-term support region that I showed just a moment ago. Let's talk upside. That in the event we do close, let's talk about pushing or opening above 157.32, which I think is a long shot today. But if we did push through 157.32 today, we might reach 164.26 by the closing bell. And then once again, the settlement today above 157.32, 3 to 5 weeks, bullish continuation up to the 179.66 channel top. You know, I think that pretty much rounds it out for today's Daily Apple Report. Please click like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with Thursday's Daily Apple Report, and you have a great day.